Appreciate it.
All right, say hi.
Yeah. Good morning. If you can hear me, make it clap. Make it clap. All right, let's get some energy going. Let's get the blood flowing. So like Ski said, my name is Colin White. I'm from Delaware, Ohio. And many of you guys here might know me from my other business ventures, Blue Gopher, which is a professional construction material delivery service. And I'm also a general contractor at White Construction Services. But today, we're going to talk about Fill the Bag. And as you see up here, Fill the Bag is really a passion project of mine. At the very core, we take donated, gently used golf equipment like balls, bags, clubs, tees, all that kind of stuff, and we then turn around, donate them to the underserved communities here in Central Ohio and beyond. So when I'm a golfer, as you see, I got the attire on. You know, I'm always ready to go. So if my man right here said, "Hey, I need an extra person for my foursome this afternoon," I'm ready. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. I love golf. It's a passion of mine. But I got in golf late, and I realized a lot of people in my community don't even want to get into golf because there's many barriers to that. It's expensive, you got to have a lot of equipment, it's a hard game to play, but for me, golf is life. You know, you get up there, you get up and swing, whether it's a great swing, you stripe it 300 yards on the fairway, it's always about the next turn, it's always about the next swing, because that next swing you could duff it, and now you're behind. So, you know, in life, you just got to keep going. So I want to echo that sentiment, you know, through Fill the Bag. So up here, have some pictures here. I'm also a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm in the Beta Omicron chapter. Beta Omicron chapter here. And this is my mentee right here. That's Joseph. So he was one of the first people that I donated a bag to. So you can see the little smile on his face. And up here is Scott. He donated 10 bags a couple weeks ago. And then as you can see the progression, so you take the bags, you get them ready, and then this is Ramel, he's a principal at Ventures 2, and he took a couple of bags and we donated those to his students there so they could practice. He's got a whole nice setup for them. So that's basically, in a sense, what Fill the Bag is, but you know, what we really want to do is we want to bridge that gap. We want everybody to have the opportunity to play the game of golf, because it's not just for the privileged, it's for everybody. So one bag at a time, we can do that. So if we start here in our local community, we build statewide, we build regionally, we build nationally, and we go worldwide with this thing. I'd like to be able to donate bags to Africa. You know, like I would like to be able to get so high in it where we're getting donations and we're able to equip the inner city schools, their golf teams, with new gear, with new clubs, with new everything, so they can style and profile and feel good about themselves. And then you never know the connections that they can make on the golf course, because it's all about the opportunity. So with that, I'll just kind of leave it open to questions and see what you guys have to say.
All right, thanks, Colin.
Thank you.
Hey guys, sorry about the noise. Key personnel that can turn this down are not here. So when they get here, hopefully we can turn that down. So please project, enunciate so that Colin can hear you, and let's just try to muscle through the audio. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. You said the interest that I'm seeing from who? So that's a good question. So most of the people now are close to me, in proximity to me. So we do want people that are interested. I don't want to just give bags to kids and they don't do anything with it. But even if you do that, you're planting a seed in somebody. Because I had my first set of clubs when I was 16. I didn't do anything with them, but that seed was there. And when I got I bought a set, a used set. You know, I didn't start playing till 31. So from like 16 to 31, I didn't do anything with it. But the seed was there. You know, it was there. So. So local schools here, athletic directors, other youth auxiliaries, other youth programs, you know, people that need or want that, you know, we're here to donate to them. Yeah. So, but people are, you know, they're interested. And then one thing I didn't talk about, I didn't touch on. So Fill the Bag is really the first step. Columbus, Ohio is one of the probably best golf cities I've been to. I haven't been to all the cities, but as far as the cities I've been to, you are very close to a lot of good golf and a lot of great golf. So you have Fill the Bag. We can give you your club. It's like, this is like your first car. You know, this is freedom right here. This is, you know, that 16. I know there's a lot of smiling faces in here. There's a lot of people that remember having that first car and that set of freedom. This is your freedom. You can go out to the golf course. You can be yourself, be one with nature, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, who's going to train them? Because golf is hard. And where are you going to go golf? Because golf is expensive, especially. It's expensive for me. And I'm 36, so I can imagine a 16-year-old. So here in Columbus, they have something called the First Tee. Now, the First Tee is an organization that's been around for a long time, but that's where you can go and hone your skills. So it's kind of like a day camp in the summertime. So for kids like 7th grade to 12th grade, you can go there for a couple hours during the summer. They can teach you drills, teach you tips, and then you can really hone in your skills. And then there at the First Tee, which is located in Black Lick. So it's a Black Lick golf course. There's a free learners course there. It's free to play. It's a 9-hole course. I play it myself. It's free to walk, $10 to ride. It's the most affordable golf experience that I've ever had. So, and then they actually have another 3-hole learners that you can just kind of walk. So the opportunity is here for the kids in Central Ohio. So this is just a connector. So when we give it to them, we connect them with those resources so they can then hone their skills. So thank you. Thank you for that question.
Well, I just remember in our conversations a few weeks ago that at times supply has sort of outpaced demand.
It has.
You know, so, like, how can we help, you know, spread the word, or you know, I mean, like in some regards, there's like a reverse stigma. You know, like if you're part of an underserved community, as I was when I was growing up, like you know, food, clothing, shelter, were priorities. Like golf was, you know, a dream everyone else had. You know? So like how do we, you know, bridge that gap and you know, almost give kids permission to share that dream, because I didn't know about golf, you know, when I was, you know, looking at food stamps and things like that.
Right.
You know, and back then they were like physical
actual
things, you know. So I mean, I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it. Like, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question, and I believe we can bridge that gap with education, just knowing about these different programs, because I don't know how many youth there are in the city of Columbus or in Franklin County or in Ohio in general, but if I could match with somebody who is going through something like that and give them something for free and tell them, hey, there is an opportunity for you to play a game. You don't just have to play the typical football, basketball, baseball because they're right there. This is right here too. And the one thing about golf now is that it's cool. Golf wasn't really cool before Tiger. You know, you had, you know, Charlie Sinford in the 50s, which nobody knows about. And then when Tiger came along, it kind of made it cool. But now there's a new movement in golf. So it's more of a hip hop twist. There's more of an urban kind of feel to it. So people are kind of like looking for golf now. So it's a little bit different. And then we can match them with the stuff and then get them the skills and give them the opportunity. I think it will kind of take care of itself, because it is expensive. And that's the whole reason why I wanted to do this, for that, because if I took this to play it against sports, you're still going to pay 50, 60, maybe $100 for it. So this is something we're going to give for free, and we're going to fill the bag with all the balls, the tees, and all that stuff that you need to. Did I answer your question? All right.
How does one connect with you guys to donate?
Yeah, so you can connect with us on our Instagram page. I don't know, Ski didn't really say, you know, where we were, but this is a step above an idea. So the goal is to become a nonprofit this year, to get a website and do all that stuff that's above board that we need to do. But right now it's kind of like one of those labors of love where you just start where you're at. So I know people that play golf. I was able to obtain donations. Like, I would go on Facebook Marketplace and look, and people would sell different things. And I would say, hey, would you be willing to donate said items? And 85% of the time, they're like, yeah, we'd love to. So I would go and pick it up, and I would have it, and then matching them with people, which has been hard. It's been the difficult part. But there are some ways that we can do that. I do need to connect with some athletic directors, with some people in the community, some more schools that, you know, have some people interested and like that. So connect with us on our Instagram. It's FTB_Ohio. That's F for Phil, T for the and B for bag _Ohio. Go ahead, man. I saw you there too.
I like what you're doing, man. I think it's a great purpose-driven initiative.
Yeah.
I like how, fill the bag. When I think of that, I'm thinking even the mentorship component.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that in terms of making it so we're filling your bag, but we're also filling the bag of that young man or that young woman as well, right? So we're filling them up, like filling their cup, right? So using the golf, right, to kind of get them paired up with someone that maybe is in an industry that they might want to be in one day.
Yeah.
Maybe business, right? Because I love golf myself. I think it's a tremendous sport, but I play football, because that's what was right there in front of me, and that's what, they're saying, that's what you're going to do. You're football, basketball, track, that's it. But then now, the best deals are made on the golf course, right? So getting kids in this at a very young age, at an early age, I think it's a tremendous thing that we can do. But I love the fact, I love what you're doing, man, and like everyone's saying, how we can help you, how we can support you, because this is a great mentorship opportunity, just like, the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Right? So getting somebody like yourself with that young man like that you showed up there,
Joseph,
happy kid, right? But at the same time that you're teaching them how to golf, you're teaching them lessons about life. Like you said, this next putt, you might hit 100 yards down the fairway and it gets almost it's a birdie, right? So it's right there, but then the next one you might be in the rough. What are you going to do? You going to cry about it, or you going to pick yourself back up and you're going to roll?
Yep.
So I like that, man.
Yep. Yeah, no, I like that component of it, because right now I'm already like a mentor, so I have those connections, but adding that to fill the bag, I mean, hey, we're open to volunteer. It sounds like you're the first one to volunteer, man. So, hey, let's give it up for my man right here volunteering. And we'll definitely talk after this for sure. And, we can play 9 today if you got time, too. If you want. Let's go.
I didn't know about that course at the start. I didn't know about that.
It's a gym, man. I also know of some other gyms in the city here on the simulator inside on the wintertime. So we'll talk. Go ahead, man.
Have you been able to go wherever the schools maybe have their home courses and just educating the different courses? Because obviously they then have all the members that I feel like when I was a member of North Star, that everyone's just buying new stuff. So it's what do they do with it?
Yep.
And obviously that's a great eventually theory pipeline of if they know it's going to a good cause and to people that get joy out of just their first, maybe one of the first things they actually own themselves, kind of like you said, the new car. Is that something you've pursued yet, or?
So not on a grand scale. So I've talked to some golf courses about so at the end of the season, there's a lost and found. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's in those lost and found. And I've talked to some of the courses about getting them to donate the lost and found items that have been there all year. Obviously, the people aren't coming back for it. They've gotten their new putter. They've gotten their head cover. They've gotten, whatever, their windbreaker, and partnering with them. But that is a great idea to talk to the golf courses around the city, the private clubs, the public ones, and just get them to fill us. The issue, like my man here said, is that people are giving. My wife is upset because my garage looks crazy right now. I got about 20 bags in there that I got to get out. Getting the supplies has not been an issue. It's just getting them out, finding the young people, the young women and men to be able to give them to. So if you know of some people, contact us on Fill the Bag on our Instagram. Send us a DM. Hey, I know this kid. I think he would be a great, fit. He would benefit from it. I'm on the way. I can get him a bag. Oh, go ahead. Hold on, I'm gonna go to her because she's been, yeah.
I was trying to add on to what you said. That was a great question. How do you get them involved? That's the last one on the list. And I'm a manager at the community action team for Think Tank Live Youth. So we have a summer program. I was going to ask for your information. If you want to come talk to the youth, and you can educate them about the programs that they can, if you can, donate, and then tell them the programs that they can get involved in. Because that's the answer. That's how we get in. So that was great. I love it.
Absolutely. We'll talk more after this for sure. Thank you.
I was going to jump on that too.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You've got the supply figured out. You have the pipeline for that. It's the demand. And the fact that you can add this value add of the mentorship is brilliant, because these kids, they want to get into a golf because it can be, the deals are made on the golf course. They need to see an example of a successful person so they can have that relationship and say, how did you get to this point?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
If systems exist, just enmesh yourself within those systems.
Yeah.
This is a big offering for the Boys and Girls Club, for existing programs, for that first team. Connect with them. You don't want to be in charge of getting single kids and the liability of insurance. Just partner with an existing program that has the kids that are looking for programs and a
That's true.
Be the activity provider, but I wouldn't take on, I think that's too much. You're
Yeah.
doing a lot already.
Right, yeah,
So,
understood, yeah.
Boundaries of what, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, no,
But
I
it's an
appreciate it.
awesome idea.
Thank you, thank you. I think I saw some more hands. Anybody? No?
I just wanted to, something sparked because I was thinking, like linking up literally with golf courses that would then, because there are so many barriers,
So
like the equipment is definitely a tangible one, but like, it's like having a car but no license or, like, I don't know how to extend the metaphor, but I mean, like greens fees, all these other things that can also be partnered and donated, to round out the package so that, whoever becomes interested, if you have a golf bag but you have nowhere to go with it, does that, like, does that weigh on you?
It does, and that's why I mentioned earlier with Blacklick, with that learner's course, that's what it's there for. That's what it's designed, that's who it's for. It's for that underserved community that can't afford to go to North Star and play, let alone get to North Star to play,
Like all the barriers, like transportation, like, there's so, like, once you, like, because you got the tangible, that's clear, but then, like, walk backwards from that, and like, okay, how do I get them there, and what's the liability and all that.
Even thinking like what golf courses are on bus routes,
Yep.
that's an option too. I can think of a couple. And then think of it as a PR opportunity for those golf courses though, for them to manage building a sponsorship fund so they can say, yes, on Tuesdays we offer 10 free, I don't know, whatever. Make them do the work.
That's true, yeah.
We're offering it
I
out.
like.
Don't make them.
I like it. I like it. Yep. Right, exactly. Just trying to plan. Let people know that there's other options out there. And even if you don't grasp it right away, it'll come back around. It'll come back around. 'Cause like I said, $1 million deals are made on the golf course. Contracts are made on the golf course. Friendships are bonded on the golf course because, hey, it's golf and it's a subculture, and we know how we are with subcultures. We get crazy with them. So, go ahead, Ski.
I think you might have mentioned it earlier.
Sure.
But do the bags go to the individual, or do they go to an organization that then?
The individual. So this example right here, we gave to the school because I had a relationship with the principal, and that's their gymnasium there. So in the back corner, he's got a golf net and, away from the play. So it was just like something that he had some kids in there that were interested because he plays. So every time he's in there playing, they're asking questions and they want to know. So now they have their own bags that they can use there at the school. But typically, I mean, it's an individual. If it is a school, that's fine too. But typically, it's an individual.
So multi-part follow-up. I'll try to keep it concise.
Sure.
So I'm thinking about like the rec centers, right? There's rec centers all over. And I'm thinking about the education piece that's needed, so people are actually aware that this is a thing.
Yep.
But then also thinking that some people might try it, and might not like it.
True.
So there's got to be like a step to, okay, here's the exposure and using the gear that I have, and now you're committed, so here's a bag for you.
Yeah.
And so to summarize it, I'm wondering if you've thought about how to build that education piece at the rec centers before they even get to the golf course. Maybe not just the rec centers, but wherever, right?
Yeah.
Where they can come out, swing a little bit, play around, and then graduate to hitting the golf course.
That's a good point. I haven't thought about that because our main issue was, our main thing is to get a bag, clean it up, make it look nice, present it to them, give it to them, and then say, hey, these are some avenues that you can take to hone in your skills, to actually go out and play the game, go to the driving range. These are free tokens, have stuff like that for them. And then if they want more instruction, then they would use the first tee because that's their stick, that's their thing. Like you said, like I can't do everything, but I could definitely put you in the right position. But I do like the mentorship aspect of it, and not just like, hey, here you go, you have what you need now, you're off on your own, to kind of be there with them. Maybe play around with them every once in a while. Maybe it's once a quarter, maybe it's once a month. But however, that relationship is ran. But I definitely hear what you're saying but this guy wanted some bags because he had kids that were interested. Yeah. So they were already kind of hooked to it. Exactly. And And I would like to be able to donate to people like that. Like, hey, you know, this kid I know in my neighborhood, you know, I think he's got some potential. Like, I've seen him swinging, taking a stick, swinging, hitting the ball, you know, something like that. Like, I bet you if he had a set of clubs, he could be the next Tiger Woods. You never know. So, you know, that's kind of the stuff that we're looking for. Go ahead, Ski.
All right, another one.
You're right.
So this is my last one. But
Sure.
So now you have more supply than demand.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when word gets out, that's going to flip.
Yeah.
How do you make sure you're keeping your, you know, with your target audience?
That's a really good question. That's a new problem, you know, because we haven't had that issue yet. So if that does happen, I mean, I think tapping into the resources that I've already made, even here, talking to you guys, have opened up a whole nother realm of opportunities of people that we can give to. I think the list of kids that we can give to is endless. I think it's basically some people that are athletic, that have some interest in nature and just want to be outside, and just showing people that it's something different than just baseball, basketball, and football. And I think the new wave of East Side Golf, and I don't know if you guys have seen what they're doing with the retro Jordans and making those cleats, and you know, they're making it like a thing. Like, this is not just your grandpa's game anymore. This is for the youth. It's a youth revolution. So I feel like as that builds, as it grows, more kids are going to be interested, and then they're going to know about Fill the Bag, and we'll start getting, you know, people all over the place wanting to get stuff, and then hopefully match it with the pipeline, and it'll be a perfect marriage.
Somebody may have already said this, I'm having trouble hearing, but it occurred to me that foster parents would be a really good
Yeah.
audience for this,
Mhm.
because kids are coming to them with nothing,
Mm.
and also breaks with your community a lot of times, so we need to form connections with safe adults, and maybe safe adults who aren't living with them, and kind of part of their trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be a really good option for connecting, and then having connections that these kids, especially teens that are in treatment homes, could build with adults who that relationship is not fraught if they go back to their birth family,
Mhm.
and they can keep
Doing
they aren't dealing with it's not going to be the same kind of challenge.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah. I like that. Foster fit. Yeah. Now, we'll talk more after so we can connect with that. Yeah.
All right, well, there's one last question.
Oh, here.
About not reinventing the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Partnering with organizations that are already in the philanthropic space, right?
Drop.
So
Yeah.
I feel like if you can tap into the school districts as well,
Mhm.
now try to sponsor field trips to this free golf course.
Yep.
So right there, your overhead is already diminished, right? It's already low because you don't have to pay for the golf course. Right
Yep.
now, it's just all about the transportation. You
Yep.
already have the supply,
Mhm.
and now we just bring the kids with draw that demand. Because now this is something that how many kids I never went to a golf course when I was a kid.
Right.
So I went to a golf course I was about 20 years old.
Right.
Right. So, but how many times have I been on a basketball court or a football field, right?
Right.
Since I was a kid.
Exposure.
Right? So doing things like that, I think that would really help to get that word out, right? And guys, you know, maybe can invite some guys who are, you know, pros at golf, you know, or even just guys who are, you know, got a little bit more experience.
Yeah.
But they just want to donate a little bit of their time, and then this now feeds into the mentorship aspect, and then you can pair that kid with that adult, and then maybe they, you know, keep calling the phone every, you know, once a week.
Yeah.
Few emails, things like that.
Yeah.
That can foster that relationship.
I love that. I love that. And then one thing I do want to say, the first tee, they do have a bus, so they will come and pick you up, and so they have those capabilities. Yeah. Yeah.
And last thing, I swear,
Sure.
I love this collaborative. I also think I thought kids would think golf isn't cool.
Yeah.
I think that's what I grew up
Mhm.
with. Like, that's for old dudes.
Yep.
So showcasing more of that culture that you were referencing, I didn't know about the Jordans being like outfitted cleats. Put that on your social, put that on, and so that you're showcasing. Not only are we showing the path, but kids will want to do this.
Yeah. I agree.
The buy-in from that side.
I agree. So, well, do I have time to pull something up real quick? Let me see. See if I can find it for y'all.
Well, guys, thank you so much for these questions. I know I said it myself. Oh, one last question, but it's not ashamed to ask our questions. That's why we're here. Thank you guys so much for
Oh yeah, that's definitely good. And I don't know how to run this thing on the on the computer. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Where's the search at? No, I'm just trying to get to
The search box. Oh, you know what? That's on me.
oh, okay. Ah, okay, gotcha. There you go. Let me see. Show them this. So this is just an example of what these brothers did over in Japan. You know, retro 12s there, ones. Olajuwon and Earl, the founders of Eastside Golf, and they are just creating a new revolution. So they partnered with Jordan Brands, and they're coming up with their own exclusive Jordan for the golf course, you know, with the cleats. So they have a show on Hulu. It's called Grails. So if you've got the golf bug and you just want to learn more about it, go to Hulu and search Grails. It'll tell you their story and all that kind of stuff. But there's some really cool stuff coming. So, Ski, go ahead and ask your last question.
We have a traditional for the new folks. We have a traditional question we ask at the end of every presentation. A lot of it's been answered, but let's do a focused effort on what can the community do for you. Thank you.
Well, there's a lot. First, follow our Instagram, FTB_Ohio. Engage with us on there. If you have ideas, if we don't get to speak here, DM me and we'll talk. If you have some resources or some people, throw them my way. And then also support my other businesses so that I can afford to do things like this. So Blue Gopher app is another one. You can jot that one down. That's our Instagram. And then if you need any contractor services at your home, White Construction Services is here for you too. So we're all around GC, interior, exterior stuff. If you need some drawings done, architectural, structural, stuff like that, contact me with that as well. So I'm a one-stop shop when it comes to construction. So I'm your plug. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Colin.